Hello, good people of YouTube. Mountbatten here, and today we're going to be talking about the Azur Lane event. Now, I'm a little late to this party. I think probably definitely by now, a lot of other channels and other Warships content creators have already talked about the Azur Lane event. Behind on it because obviously I was editing out Operation Rheinubong. That's one of the longest videos I've ever had. The longest time I've ever had to work on one video. There we go. There's my English for today. Beyond, I spent more time editing that and getting the shots for it and stuff than even the replay compilation videos, because those take me about 6 to 7 hours to edit a video. The Operation Rheinubong, that was I think like 15 hours of editing, just editing, not recording the footage and setting up and getting everyone together, set up the shots and recording the footage and stuff. So yeah, I was busy doing that when the Azur Lane event was happening. And plus, I really missed what was going on and what people were going off about for a couple of days because, again, I was doing that. And when I went to get the Rosaya to review, I just briefly perused through the premium shop and looked at all the stuff. And plus, I'm not really into Azur Lane at all. All I know is that it's about ship girls with great personalities, but that's about it. And it's a mobile game. That's all I know. So when I went into the premium shop to get the Rosaya, well, actually, I didn't even know which ship I was going to get to review. I was just looking through it real quick. I saw the Rosaya, and it was like $80, $83, but it was a Tier 9 premium ship, and you get a 10-point commander, and it was the most expensive ship out of the lineup. And I was like, okay, this is the one that people stand to lose the most money on if it's just a mediocre ship. So I'm going to go ahead and get that one. That's going to be the one I'm going to review. And I know the other ships, except for like the Litoro, they are all kind of switched up a little bit. But the Litoro is basically not basically, it is a clone of the Roma, down to if you take the camo off, it still has the Roma nameplate on the back. I get cost-cutting methods wargaming, but you can at least take and erase it to the Roma's nameplate. You don't have to put Litoro on it, just erase Roma's name. They did the same thing with Ohio and Montana, but more on that later. So anyway, after getting the Rosaya and that video went up, a lot of the comments started saying how expensive the event was and how it's kind of really crazy. And I was thinking, what are they talking about, how expensive the event is? I went back and I was checking the prices of the ships, and the prices of the ships are all about right for what you get. The Rosaya, for example, is $83. It's a Tier 9 premium. Every Tier 9 premium that has come out so far, it costs about $80. It's an expensive ship, heck yes. Tier 9s premiums are either really expensive or you have to do a fair amount of grinding to get them. And I think this is actually one of the first Tier 9s where you just pay for it. There's no grinding to get it. Now, it is just a Soyuz with some statistics changed around, so there is that. But yeah, for example, if you wanted to buy the Alaska when it came out, it was $80. You wanted to buy the Georgia when it came out, it was $80. You wanted to buy the Jean Bar when it came out, it was $80. And for $3 more, you get a 10-point commander. It's not that bad of a deal. 10-point commanders normally run about $10-ish, $10 to $12, depending upon pricing. And we're talking American dollars, by the way. So that's what I'm referring to. And for example, the Litoro, even though it's just a Roma clone, $50, and that's about right for a Tier 8 premium. A couple more dollars, you get a Tier Point commander, so forth and so on. So I was confused about that. And I did see the mega bundles at the top of the page, like they offer up with every event. There's normally just here, pay us this ridiculous amount of money, you get everything in the event. Which, I mean, it's a free-to-play game. I get why they do that. And yeah, the mega bundles. For example, the ship one, it's $199, but you do get a Tier 9 and 3 Tier 8 premium ships with 10-point commanders and some XP boosters and such. So that's actually a pretty good deal. And then if you go on over to the all-in-one commander bundle, it's, again, 22 10-point commanders and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 permanent camouflages for $200. Again, depending upon pricing with the permanent camos, because permanent camos cost a different amount of money at each tier. you're well over $200 worth of content for $200. Now, of course, I do think it's a bit ridiculous if anyone actually buys these bundles, because it's $200 just for commanders. But again, if you're a fan of the show, you know, I can understand of the game. I can understand why you want to do that. And again, it's your money. I'm not gonna, you do what you want with your money. At the end of the day, I don't care what you do with it. It's your money. Spend it on what you'd like to. So I was kind of confused, and then I just asked, what pricing is everybody upset about? And they said the containers. And I'm like, the containers? Never really checked out the containers because I always kind of just never really bother with them unless they're the Santa containers. And then I went and looked at the containers. And good sweet baby Jesus, are these containers expensive? And I was like, okay, the containers are expensive. Then on the back of my head I was thinking, do they not let people just buy the commanders individually? And yep, that's the truth. You cannot buy the commanders individually. So if you have a certain commander that you wanted, you can't just buy them. You either have to buy the mega bundle for $200, or buy the containers for $100 to make sure you get the commander that you want, or buy one of the wave packs with the commanders that you want in it. Which is really, really kinda sketchy. Well, it is sketchy, actually. I don't think sketchy is the right word. I think price gouging is kind of the right word, because in order to buy the commander that you want, depending upon what wave it's in, and I'm assuming most fans of Azur Lane probably have a good bit of the commanders from the first couple of waves, the most recent wave is $100. And you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 commanders with 10-point skills, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 camouflages. Which, again, technically, if you do the math, it's about right. But I don't get why they don't just... I mean, I know they want to make money. That's clearly the motivation here. But offering up the commanders in individual bundles, like just the commander and the camouflage, whatever ship they go on, for like $30, I mean, that's about right pricing. And depending upon, what the camouflage and stuff, that price could go up or down. But then, like, the containers are just so overpriced. It's ridiculous. It's $100 for the 12-pack. Santa containers, where you can get super rare premium ships, are half the price of these. Actually, they're under half the price of these. Last Christmas, you could get 25 Santa containers for $100. Process that. 25 Santa containers, which offered up... I mean, really, you really did get your money worth out of Santa containers. I mean, you really do get your money's worth out of Santa containers. You can get coal. I mean, I'm not talking about a little bit of coal, like a lot of coal out of Santa containers. Significant amounts of premium time. An insane amount of special signal flags. And premium ships out of Santa containers. But for some commanders with voiceovers, it's $100. And the real kicker is these containers do not include ships. You're not even buying a chance to get the Rosia, the Latoro, the Yukikaze, or the Montpelier. You're not getting a chance to get one of those. Now, if they threw those in these containers, it might be a little bit more justified in the price, but still, that would be overpriced. Even by, again, Wargaming's own standards with the Santa containers. And again, I get they want to make money off of this event, but this isn't the way to do it. This is so beyond taking advantage of a fan base. And I get that a lot of people don't care because it's anime and stuff, but, if nobody says anything about this, which, I mean, a lot of people are saying very loudly that they don't like this event, then they can get away with it. But this is ridiculous, really, in my opinion. And again, the mega bundles, you can do that to your heart's content. And Well, I'm so glad too that a lot of the loot box mechanics, a lot of countries are starting to crack down on those laws because it is gambling and a lot of it's marketed at kids. Um, but I don't know if Water Warships is going to get a buy because its audience is mostly older. I think the median age for Water Warships is like 40 years old or something like that. I would imagine it would get a buy, but I am glad that those laws are starting to get cracked down on. But yeah, this is pretty scummy. I'm not gonna lie. It is. I'm not. It's really scummy. And people don't have $200 to drop on this game at every event. The only reason I'm able to get anything that I do on this channel is because obviously it's for the channel, and I have the ad revenue to fund the premium ship reviews and the early access event stuff. But the average person playing doesn't. And I get it's a free-to-play game, and I do enjoy it. It's a really good game. Looking past some of the issues that it has right now, at its core mechanics, it's a good game. And that's why I keep spending money on it, and that's why I made a YouTube channel about it, because I do enjoy the game. And again, it's free-to-play. They need to make their money somewhere. I understand that. But, I mean, it's not like, Water Warships is at the point where they have to start really pinching the community for money to keep the servers up. Wargaming had a great year last year in terms of profits. It's so the only motivation for this is just you're going full Mr. Krabs and wanting money. And I mean, next event Wargaming, please do better. I mean, or offer up the commanders in individual packages or something. Because this is really silly. I mean, I'm not a fan of Azur Lane. I'm not into anime that much at all. But just imagine if Wargaming had a collab event with Greyhound when the movie came out. And they had Tom Hanks portray his character as a captain. And they had him do the voiceover. Like, it's actually Tom Hanks. Or someone who's very, very close to Tom Hanks. To Tom Hanks' voice, and you can barely tell the difference. And you could also get the USS Keeling, the destroyer that was being portrayed by the USS Kidd in the movie. But in order to get him, you had to buy these container bundles at $100 a pop. And then you couldn't get him and the ship in the same container. Actually, you can only get him in the container. You have to buy the ship out the premium shop. So you got to buy probably a tier 9 premium ship because it's a Fletcher for like $80. And then in order to get him, you have to go buy some containers. That's pretty much what happened here. Now, granted, a lot of the ships that these ladies are voicing for are tech line ships, so the cameras are being sold. But again, just imagine it was kind of a situation like that, because that is pretty much what the situation is. It's silly, and I hope Wargaming learns from all the outrage in the community. I mean, there is hope. There is hope because it does look like they learned with the Odin event from the Puerto Rico event. So hopefully they'll learn for this, and I do hope you do get it right next time Wargaming. But that's my thoughts on this subject. Thank you guys for watching. Leave me in the comments down below what do you think about this issue. And hope you're having a wonderful day. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to 15,000 subscribers. We just passed 14,000, and I cannot thank you guys enough for that. And hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday. I hope to catch you guys in the next one.